guys, welcome to Kiss and Tell Tuesdays. This week, if you heard episode 31, I have the amazing Angel and Gaza from Mermaid and the Lion. Check out last week's episode where we talk about how, Gaza is cutting and bulking and how Angel really thinks crackheads don't sleep. Definitely check out that episode, but I will reintroduce them today. Hey, Angel. Hey, Gaza. How are you?
Hey, pretty good.
It is Kiss and Tell Tuesday. So this is a weekly episode where I just get to a little bit deeper with my guests. It doesn't really have to do with, all the do I look fat stuff. So if anybody who doesn't know, Angel and Gaza are the creators of the Mermaid and the Lion podcast, as well as other projects that they have, such as DurtyTalk and Flex on them. They are out here creating all types of content in 2020. Definitely check out all of their stuff. But I just wanted to speak to you today about how you guys manage and navigate against people sliding in to your DMs.
Ooh, man.
Oh,
Look. I should probably let you answer this one first because I get a lot of DMs, man, but I don't like the DMs I'm getting.
You're not with it. You're not with it.
Oh no, I ain't with it, man.
Okay. So let's get started and let's clarify one thing. That nobody is checking for me. Nobody's in my DMs. They are dry and dusty. Nobody likes me. No girls are sliding in my DMs. No boys are sliding in my DMs. It's just nobody likes me. But Gaza, okay, he's on fire. He has people slide the DMs, girls and boys.
The guys though, man, they're getting out of control with it, man. I had to block a few dudes especially on Instagram with some of this stuff. Like I'm getting one person sent me, I don't even know if I should be saying this. One person sent me some sexual activity.
No.
Him and his girl asking me basically, you know what I'm saying, if I wanted to participate.
Oh,
wow. I've gotten stuff like that. This is guys now. I've gotten guys sending me like nude pictures and stuff like that. Guys that's hitting on me.
And the one boy who's
trying to sell me on one thing, but I figure out what y'all really trying to say, what y'all really selling. Yo, man. Yo, this they be slick with it. Oh, I got a modeling company. I want to send me some pictures. Oh man, yo, you gotta watch out for these guys out here, man. I don't even know what's going on. Like you see I'm married, but yeah.
But I will say,
where the women at? What the hell's going on, man?
I think it's funny because the one guy said, "Where can I find a big black man like you to smash my ass?"
What? I don't get DMs like that, and I feel like Gaza is definitely the poppin' one in this conversation because
so poppin'.
In comparison, my DMs are definitely dry. I'm not getting none of that.
I don't believe you. I think that's a lie.
No one ever believes me, Angel, but it's the truth. It is the truth.
Look, move this so we can look at Stephanie really quickly. move that over so I can look at her.
Look face. Crazy today.
Look at her face.
Okay.
Do you see that cute nose?
Yes.
Do you see her eyes? And look at her lips. Look how smooth they are. And that is just her natural lip club.
Got that good skin.
Look at that. Do you see that? And she's trying to sit here and tell us that her DMs are dry.
They are.
I don't believe that. They might be dry as in the DMs that you get and you may not consider them as anything.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. The DMs that come in, she feels that they are trash, but they're not dry.
Okay, well, I will give you that. I'm not checking for anybody in my DMs at all. And as a single woman, like it's kind of frustrating. So it's like, Gaza, you have all these people in your DMs, but you're already married. You don't give a fuck anyway, So it's like, regardless, you're not checking for anybody. But it's like, for me, I wish somebody fly would pop into my DM and be like, hey, how are you? How are you today? Is there anything you would like to talk about? Don't slide into my DMs talking about like you would love me to suck your dick, because that is corny as fuck. Okay.
Like, I can imagine somebody doing that, like just coming in there like, hey, guess what? I got my dick. Like,
Angel, how do you feel when you hear that Gaza has all of these DMs, whether it's from men or women?
jealous as hell.
Man, she be
Like,
pimping
how
me
come
out.
nobody tries to flirt with me? That's how I feel.
Pimping me out.
I want to be flirted with.
Well, let
Don't
me
do
tell you,
don't
I'm
don't
gonna
straight up.
say this one thing, okay? The only reason nobody be checking for Angel is because you don't be putting yourself out there to be checked on. Nobody knew what you looked like I didn't know what you looked like after like 4 months
Thank you.
of knowing you. Like,
Thank you.
But still. But now there are some
She really
pictures
taking
of
this
me.
mermaid stuff too seriously. And she
she was like, the only video I saw, she was like hiding half her face. I was like, can we see what you look like? She would come on like the girls' night with Carla and Patreon, and we would have like these monthly meetings or whatever. And all I would see was the little black box that said Angel. And I'm just like, why? Why? Because Angel is beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. I
Yeah.
just want y'all to know.
No,
That's
she says that when I'm on Kiss, Makeup Mondays with Stephanie, who's beautiful, and Iman, who's beautiful, and I was there like the oncology patient, like just, just trying to belong, just trying to live in amongst it. And that's probably why nobody's in the DM because they're like, this chick is sick. So how long does she have to live? That's how I was feeling. And look at Gaz is rolling his eyes right now.
I'm rolling my eyes too, guys. I can't take her and her foolishness when it comes to this. People assume that I'm getting like a lot of DMs because I have a little platform and because I take a lot of pictures. I'm posting myself all the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. I love to take pictures. Like it's
I know
just
you
my
getting
thing.
DMs. I seen your page. I know you getting DMs.
Really? But you know what? Here's the thing, and here's what ends up happening. Because everybody assumes I'm getting so many DMs, I don't get them.
Oh, they're like, oh, I already know it's full. She's not gonna
Still
see
don't believe
me. Yeah.
I'm serious. You know who DMs me? The people who have 10 followers and they're like you, and it's spelled like YU, and it's just like beautiful. Like that's what I get. And it's like, what? Or the Cash App people who be like, I would really love to send you $300 on Cash App. Don't send me that. Don't send me that because I feel like you are some tech person who's gonna like get in there and steal all of my bank information. So I'm not giving you anything. Like I cannot. So those are the type of DMs I'm getting. It's nothing of value unless it's the Your Chat. Shout out to the Your Chat guys.
Well, like you said, you probably ain't looking for anything serious for those DMs in a way.
But
So
still, I'm gonna say, like, Stephanie, if you read her stories, she tells you a lot about herself. So any guy who's really checking for her would just pay attention, to be honest. She gives you so many freaking clues.
I'm
Like
sure
I
she's
feel
got
like
a
I
stalker or
know,
two.
I feel like I know how to woo Stephanie right now. Like if you and somebody else were in the picture, like, because I can't fight worth a lick, I would woo her.
All right, so ask me this: do you ever have? Because you go live a lot,
Mhm.
right? Do you ever have anybody in your live that has no profile?
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
Like
How-
that I know what he means where it's like a fake page kind of like
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
But
There's
they'll
this
always
one
show up
guy
in
I
your
don't
live?
like in her live. I don't like him at all. And I think he has a fake oh, I can't stand him. If I ever saw him, I would go fist to cuff.
But you know what? They got those apps where you could see like who's following you, who you lost as followers that week, and
Yeah.
you could see who's what do they call it? They say who is somewhere I'm looking for. Who is like seriously on your page, really looking at all your stuff. Like they have apps for that stuff.
Do they really? I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
Oh, who admires me?
Who admires me? Yeah. Who
Yeah.
admires me? So you can tell
Oh.
if somebody's been on your page for X amount of time and stuff like
I
that.
need
Yeah.
that. You need to send me
Okay.
that app because I feel like there's this one guy. He's the fake love of my life. And I feel like he is always on my page, but he doesn't follow me. And
Mhm.
I know he watches everything I do. I just know he does, but he'll never admit it.
So Angel needs to share that app with you so you can suss
Yeah,
him out.
I'm gonna send it to you
And
right
anybody
after
out who's doing that, you'll know.
this. So
Hey man, the digital wave is coming. Y'all need to get digital.
what they need to do is slide into my girls' DMs correctly.
Correctly.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure if this DM was legit, but today they're in the Your Chat. There was a DM that someone received or saw a picture of where the guy was like, "Hey, you're beautiful. You meet all of my qualifications."
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I kind of like that.
It's
Oh
like,
my
I'm
God.
sorry, what? I meet all of your what?
Exactly. Like, who
Dude,
do
don't
you
act like
think?
you ain't like that.
Nobody likes that.
No,
Like,
it
You said
wasn't to
you
me.
met
That was
all of
not
my
my DM,
qualifications.
FYI.
it wasn't Steph's DM, but the whole entire idea that a guy would say, "You meet my qualifications," like he automatically knows that he exceeds your
How
expectations.
you
That,
think of that? He said that you meet all of my qualifications. He's just saying that you meet my
yeah, you know
qualifications.
what?
You
You're
meet
being
But
my
it's
standards.
implied. It's
it
implied.
is
See, and this is
What's
how women
implied?
and men
What's
think
implied?
differently. Because it's like, why are you in here talking about what I meant for you? You're supposed to be in here wooing me, and you're talking about
Thank
how
you.
I met everything for you. How about
Thank
you tell
you.
me why you're good for me, sir?
He's just getting that
Exactly.
out the way. That's all. He's just letting you know up front and center. That's what it is.
You sound ridiculous. Like,
I know. I'm
That's
just
what
saying.
the guy
I'm
thought
trying
when
to
he
look
was
out.
typing it. He was like, "Ooh,
yeah.
this is a good one. This is the best
You
line
meet
I've
all
ever
my
had."
You know,
qualifications.
right? Exactly. Well, she's definitely going to understand where I'm coming from. The perspective is totally clear.
Hey, that's funny.
Oh, can't stand it.
That would definitely wouldn't be the first thing I would say to a woman, but that's funny. That's
But
still funny.
but there's guys out there. So he's like the remnants of the guys who go in the DMs, like, oh, yeah, I saw you today and I saw what you had on, and I just know that I could smash. Look, I'm that big black guy to come in there to smash your ass.
Smash, hey, man, stop it. Stop it. Smash, stop what? Stop.
And they were
Oh.
telling her, like, yeah. And that's the thing. You say hi to a guy, like, all you gotta do is say hi.
Oh
She will
my
destroy
God.
my penis. Like, that's how like I hear about girls getting penis pictures just unsolicited all the time.
Completely unsolicited. Like, what is going through a guy's head when you say good morning, and I'm, for the most part, I'm building a platform, right? So I'm nice to people for the most part, and I'll say hi, and it's like I'll get a run on of messages, and it's like, "You're so beautiful, you're so sexy, I would love to take you out sometime, I want you in my life," and I'm like, okay, first of all I said was hi. Like, you said good morning and I said hi. When did it escalate? And then you're sending me pictures of your penis. Like, is that supposed to entice me to, want to go and suck it? Like, I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
There's some real weirdos out here. You gotta be careful, ladies, man. Be careful, man. That's some real weird ass shit going on out here.
They hide behind the screen. I mean,
They
not
do.
to say I live in New York, so it's like I've been dealing with guys and their craziness, which is why I am polite, because, you would walk down the street and they're like, "Hey, beautiful." And usually I'm like, "Hi." And I keep it moving, like no eye contact or nothing, but I responded, because if you don't respond, it's like, "Well, fuck you then. And your whack ass." And da 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 da. Like, I've seen guys throw things at women because they did not
Mhm.
respond as they spoke to them.
Exactly.
And you know what? It's kind of
Exactly.
interesting that you said that, because Angel and I've actually talked about this
Mhm.
in the past too. And I'm like, man, why you so nice to them? 'Cause,
I don't want them to hurt
look,
me.
Yeah,
Back in
I don't
my
want them to
day-
hurt me. Seriously.
back in my day when I got this, some chicks were giving me the finger
Yeah.
and all type of shit.
So,
I'm
but
like,
they've never
they were so
seen
mean.
the
Did y'all
things
see
that we
so
see.
nice?
There's women who've had battery acid thrown in their face just because
Mhm.
they declined somebody, and I'm not trying to be her.
At all.
Truly, not trying to be her. Like, guys grab your arms very aggressively, and you don't want them to make it your neck. So you're like, ha 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 ha, trying to
As
pull
you're
your
trying to
arm
like
away.
wiggle away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a
Yeah.
great era, because I feel like if a guy's an asshole, he's just gonna be an asshole. Oh,
No, yeah, but
I
that's the thing.
understand
I
it
don't
if
know which
you-
one is.
if you,
Mhm.
yeah, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, want to make sure that you be polite and respectful to everybody, right? So,
The guys is
but-
like, you're flirting. I'm like, I'm not. I'm
No,
trying
Oh,
to.
everyone
I don't
calls
think
me a
that's
flirt. Everyone calls me a flirt. And it's like, not really. Like, there's a difference for me when it comes to flirting and when it comes to just being nice. And I feel
Mhm.
like some guys can't, tell the difference between the two.
Right. Flirting for me involves areolas. So if I'm not doing that, I'm not flirting. Like, I'm just saying.
But that's good though. I mean, I think that's good though. I mean, like I said, back in my day, I've been rejected and turned down when I was single, and
Mhm.
girls have been really, really mean about it.
But
and,
yeah, that's a
know.
girl to me that is probably not wise,
Mhm.
or she knows judo.
no, she
I don't
thinks-
know.
Yeah,
Like, but I don't know judo, and I'm a fairly small woman, and I don't know if I have enough power. Like, if I kick you in the balls, are you really gonna go down? I don't know. And I'm not going to try to find out either. So I'm going to use the honey that I have to help myself continue on my path to
Mhm.
safety away from you for the rest of the night in the corner, trying to make sure that you don't ever see me again.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree 100%. It's easier to be a bitch to people in your DM. The other day, someone had DM'd me and he had said, I don't even remember what he said. It was something really stupid. And I'm just like, okay, I've told you time and time again, this is not for me. Like, leave me the fuck alone. And then I blocked him because it's like, what are you doing? Like, what do you gain from harassing me via my DM? Like, what is it that you're gaining from that? Do you think it's gonna change my mind? Do you think I'm gonna be like, well, you know what? He's so persistent and he's a little bit of an asshole. Like now I'm turned on. Like what is it exactly?
Some people live on social media and have no interaction skills at all.
Oh, but I just thought of something.
What?
What if we could block people in real life? Like, I mean, like someone's in your physical presence and they just start talking crazy. And then suddenly you could just do something and that sucker disappears and they're never able to. What? I would
Didn't we
be.
say that we needed Jordan Peele to contact Angel? Because again, this is some Black Mirror, sci-fi,
Yeah,
Twilight
some
Zone.
definitely some Black Mirror stuff.
Just like seriously, like someone just starts talking wild to you, or like the guy, as soon as he grabs your arm inappropriately, his fingers just start to crumble. And then like he's like, and then no one ever knows, like everyone knows, or anybody who ever has an ill thought, like, oh, I can rape her. Just the thought of rape makes their penis start to go to like it bends and or splits open like a floral
Talking
type
about some
thing.
Minority Report shit.
Like I'm just saying,
Right.
yeah, but hey, you thought about raping. And the reason there was a something that happened where we saw this guy, he was like, man, a woman wants to lead me up to this point. They're not going to do that to me. I'm just going to take what's mine. You're going to tell me I can't have any. And I was like, can he go to jail for that? Probably not. But guess what? If we could control like his penis getting multiple spikes in it at once because he thought that, like there's a cage.
Mhm.
Like if you're out in public, your penis is in a cage. So if you ever think something ill, it just immediately just those needles go in.
See what I was saying,
Smack.
right,
This is
Steph,
what
about her
this is what
imagination?
happens if women were to actually rule the world, because guys, like, they just don't get it. They don't get Y'all don't get what we go through on a daily basis when it comes to like sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm. And it's not pleasurable.
I'm gonna stay out of this.
He's like, you know what?
Look,
I'm not even gonna
I-
give my 2 cents. You got it. Y'all got it.
I know how to scope the ground here.
You know how to read the room.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's how
man.
you stay, Mary. You good. Look at
Mhm.
you. And you're on Henny. Oh, and Brandy. You mixing alcohols. Okay.
Ooh.
No, I had one shot of the Henny and I had I finished off the brandy.
But so you know,
Now I gotta restock.
I was gonna
the
make
bottle.
mushrooms, but I guess I'm not anymore. There's that. So I make
Oh.
these great brandy mushrooms, but not this week.
Because he drank your brandy.
You did.
Angel don't drink. She don't smoke.
Let me ask you, how do you get through life? Like,
Right.
honestly, like, how?
I guess it's just me and my imagination, like Gaza says. I don't know.
But she be
Like-
cutting up like she high and she be on that alcohol.
Could you
Yeah, I
imagine
am.
if she
I'm-
was? Oh my goodness.
Man.
I'm high
Oh
off
my
life. I've
goodness.
been drunk before.
Yeah, and I had to carry you.
You didn't have to carry me. He lies about this all the time.
Mm.
I don't think he has to carry me. I just remember, like at one point, like I don't
Exactly.
remember.
She don't remember. You see what I'm saying? Because I had to carry your ass.
You remember walking, but you don't remember
Right.
the point where
Yeah,
you weren't
and I
walking
remember
anymore.
I remember him saying, "Stop it! Stand up! You're embarrassing me." I remember him saying that, and I was like, "I'm
Ugh.
not embarrassing. I'm your wife." And he's like, "Get in the car."
Oh my goodness, that was.
I remember that, and then I remember being in the car,
and
I
her
remember.
friend.
And like I said, flirting involves areolas. And so I showed him my boobs. I remember that too.
She was flirting with you when she was drunk. I mean, that's cute. It's a good way to keep the spark there and all of that.
Sloppy sex is what I call it.
Sloppy sex.
That's what that was.
Look, I'm gonna slide into your DMs. And I was like,
I would totally slide into my husband's DMs. Like it'll be like 1:30 on a Tuesday, and I'm sending him a picture of my boobs, mad randomly through like Instagram, just because. And he'll be like, "Ooh, what is this?
What is this? Who's this girl? got her boobs all perked
you're
up.
killing me
perfect
over
nice.
here, man.
Yes. I think I'm gonna try that this week. I'll let you know. I'll report back.
You know what? Do it in like 2 weeks so that he doesn't remember this conversation.
He won't remember tomorrow.
That's the thing too. I think she used that against me because she knows I got a fucked up memory and I don't remember shit.
Terrible memory.
And I think she uses that against me. She'll tell me some shit she know, and I feel like,
He swears I'm such a manipulator. He swears I manipulate him to the maximum. He's like, you see, this is why I'm validated in all of my skepticism about you and your communication. And I'm like,
you remember you said that, Gaza? You remember you said that? I'm like, hell no, I remember saying that. That don't even sound like me. Yeah, you said that. You don't remember?
No,
it's the you don't remember part that you're like, right. I think you're lying to me.
And that's not, but I'm not. I never try to trick him because what is the point? If I do that and this time he truly remembers, then I'm never going to have any credibility going forward. So I don't ever try to trick him on things that he said, even though he accuses me of it.
She twisted a little bit.
Now, how I represent it to him, it might be repackaged a little differently, but it's still what he said.
The gist of it is the same.
Yeah,
I don't have the exact quote. But that's my thing, because I never remember exactly what you said, but I remember what I thought when you said it. And that's what I'm going to tell you.
And if I'm angry, I can give you exact quote. I remember which way your eyes were faced. I know what you had on. I know where I was, and I know what time of day it was. I remember
she's like an elephant.
If the
she
moon
don't
was
forget
up.
nothing.
Because
like nothing.
Because you will not hurt or harm me, and I don't remember it if there's ever the moment that I have to represent this moment so that you can understand clearly that I don't want this to happen again.
So she has receipts in her mind. Me, I'll make notes in my phone. Like if we're having an argument, I'm gonna write it down in my phone.
Why I started doing that? You think I'm playing? Why I started doing that? I had to. Let me mark this down as a key moment so I can bring it up later on when she says me.
Just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
Yeah. I record conversations. I do. And now I do specifically. And now the best part is that
try to record me on some conversation. It ain't work though.
It worked just fine for me. But now that we're recording all the time, and sometimes we'll start arguing on mic, play that back. Go back.
You did say that. You heard that? You see how you said it too? You hear that bass in your voice? That's why I felt that way.
That's why I think we be arguing about the most is the context, is how it's being said.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much about what's being said, it's how it's being said. Because a lot of times that's what triggers our arguments.
Look, I guess you can see that DMs are not the problem in our relationship.
Well, at least they aren't, because there are so many people who are going through it now with the whole DM. And the fact that like Gaza is getting all of these inappropriate messages and you guys literally laugh about it is a blessing. I'm going to tell y'all that right now, because it's not like that out there for a lot of people.
It's so many women. There's no way he can handle all these women.
But you know what though?
If he's gonna cheat, it's gonna just be a couple at least.
No. The women on TikTok are aggressive.
Yeah, they are. I've seen them.
They are aggressive.
I've seen all the tongue outs and stuff.
Instagram, they're respectful.
Yeah. Gaza's popping on TikTok. He has something like 20,000. How many followers do you have?
I'm only 15,000. I'm small on TikTok.
But small. I have 4. Like, what are we talking about?
No, seriously. These guys. I mean, okay. When you think about TikTok compared to Instagram, like, like we have, how many followers we have on the Mermaid line? We have
like 4,300 people on Mermaid line.
So essentially, when you cross over to TikTok, essentially you should really have twice the amount on TikTok. That's the way it seems to translate over to me, because I feel like it's so easy to get followers on TikTok. It's hard to get on Instagram. You know why it's easy to get on TikTok? Because TikTok hasn't been around that long, and hashtags still work. Hashtags still work. There.
No.
Instagram's been so long. It's been overly saturated, and hashtags don't fucking work.
They don't
on Instagram.
I want to say this because he keeps on trying to stop me from saying what's really true. Gaza gets on here and he goes on immediately after working out, so his muscles are like and then he's on there and he'll do something random like say hello, and all of a sudden he'll get all these likes and he'll get thousands of followers just because he said hello in his sweatiest state, and I don't get it. And then they'll be in the comments, oh, where are you? I'm here, I'm wet, I'm this. I'm like, what is
hard
this?
On Instagram though, because I feel like Instagram's more conservative in a sense than TikTok. I think
The
TikTok you
thoughts
can
live
get
on
away with the
TikTok
bullshit
for
and
sure.
the foolishness and have some more
Oh,
fun.
they've moved on to TikTok. I see.
They're
Oh
over there
yeah.
on TikTok and they are coming
Hold
in
on, what did you
strong.
say? What did you just say?
I said the thoughts live on TikTok.
Oh, oh, hey man, TikTok. That's where I spend most of my time. I actually don't spend it on Instagram. I spend it on TikTok. To tell you
But
the truth.
Are you calling yourself a thought?
Yeah,
Gaza?
yes.
No. No.
Who doesn't have a TikTok? Me. Nobody's checking for me. Like I just want I feel like what's her name? Aisha Curry. She was like, I just want someone to flirt with me one time. And everyone got mad at her.
Everyone was so pissed, but I understood what she was saying. Like everyone is talking to him and her husband, and everyone's like, "Oh, I love him," and she's just in the background, all looking homely. Nobody cares about her, and she's just like, "Can't somebody like slide in my DM for once? Just once."
Just once. I wanted someone to slide in my DM and be like, hey, beautiful, you look great. And I could be like, I'm married. Like that would be everything to me. Just to have that one moment.
Just so we're clear, guys, this is not an invitation for everybody to slide into Angel's DM. Okay? Because I'll fight for her. Just an FYI.
Your boy's the first line of defense. You gotta get through me first.
Look.
I sees everything.
He sees, he does not respond. Period. He'll be like, you see that DM?
All I see is a notification coming through.
Like you saw the DM already. How come
y'all
you can't say anything?
Too, man. Steph, you and Daisy, y'all be going back and forth, man. I just be seeing the notifications coming through. And I don't look at what y'all be saying and stuff, but I just be seeing my phone be buzzing.
I love my Angel, okay? She is one of my favorites on Instagram, I will say.
Oh, look, I'm an internet fam. But Steph and Free, shout out to Free, they have to come and visit me. We're gonna have tons of fun and we're gonna eat seafood.
Yes, we're gonna make our way down to Georgia. It sure is. Make sure
mess.
you're prepared, Gaza, because we may not know how to act once we all get together.
I'm used to this shit.
And if the world is COVID free, I'm gonna go out and we're gonna twerk somewhere out in the streets.
Ooh,
I don't know where.
In the streets.
Yeah, in the streets.
In the COVID streets. In the COVID streets.
All right, guys. So this was a fun conversation. Tell my listeners where they can find you guys.
Oh, again,
he's pointing to you.
Again, right, as he pours the last little drop of VSOP into his So you can find us on Instagram at the Mermaid and the Lion _. You can listen to the Mermaid and the Lion anywhere that you listen to Do I Look Fat podcast.
Woo!
And you also could find me on Instagram at DurtyTalk podcast. That's dirty with the U because we're in the A. And you could find Gaza at Flex on Them Pod, and that's Dem because he swears he has island culture. So it couldn't be them; it had to be Dem.
Okay, great. All of their information will be linked down below. You can find me on Instagram _StephyKiss, STEPHYKISS, and Do I Look Fat Pod. Maybe I'll start promoting a TikTok because apparently that's where it's at. Who knows? But that's where all the youngins be. So I feel like that's where we have to move on to. But don't forget, a new episode will drop every Fine and Thick Friday. See you later, guys. Bye.